Welcome back, bird experts. Yesterday, we talked about two different kinds of birds. We learned about the song sparrow and the macaw, and we also learned how those two birds use their beaks to survive. I asked you guys to help me fill in our anchor chart about our notes on their birds and the beaks that they use. So, these are some of the descriptions that I got from you guys and from using the text that we read yesterday. So, a song sparrow has a short and cone-shaped beak. The beak cracks seeds. That's pretty short and simple. And our macaw has a heavy and sharp beak. It cuts through the flesh of fruits and crushes nuts and seeds. Those are some pretty strong adjectives to let us know how the bird uses its beak. The song sparrow has a smaller beak. It's cone-shaped and it's short. It just cracks through tiny seeds. The heavy and sharp beak of the macaw crushes nuts and seeds. Cracking something and crushing something are two totally different things. And those are some good verbs and adjectives to describe them. Today, our learning target is I can research information about different types of bird beaks using the text beaks again. But today we're going to look at some different birds. I already have them filled in here for our chart that we will get to later. Before I read about these three birds, I want you to focus on some new words we're going to be hearing in our book today. The first is talon. We talked about a bird that has talons before. Talons are a sharp, curved claw of a bird or animal. Who remembers which bird has talons? Right, that beautiful eagle we saw in our last unit that we had to draw a picture of. The next is perch. Perch means to sit on a twig or branch. That's exactly what that eagle was doing. He was using his talons to perch on that branch. Okay? And those are our two new words. Before we get into our book. Now, we're going to do the same thing that we did yesterday. I'm going to read a couple of pages, and then I'm going to leave you guys to filling out the chart from what you heard and what you see. I will post these pages today to Dojo. I promise. I was very late yesterday, and I do apologize. With that, let's get started. Our first bird. The heading says, long beaks probe. Hummingbirds. Long, thin bills help hummingbirds reach the energy-rich nectar they need to survive. Different bills fit different shapes of flowers. The white-tipped sicklebill hummingbird inserts its long, curved bill into the opening of the heliconia flower. With its long tube-like tongue, the bird drinks up the heliconia's sweet syrup and then zooms away to the next flower. So hummingbirds have long, curved bills. And remember, bill is just another word for beak. Our next heading says, hooked beaks tear. And the subheading is eagles. You guessed it. Eagles and other birds of prey are hunters, and their beaks are designed to help them eat flesh. Bald eagles feed mostly on fish. They fly low over a lake or stream and snatch their prey with their long talons. An eagle takes its fish to a perch or nest. What does perch mean? Then the bird uses its sharp, hooked beak to strip away the fish's scaly skin and pick the meat off its bones. Wow. And in our picture, it looks like our eagle is doing just that. It's holding the fish down with its talons. It's using that sharp beak to strip away those scales and all that stuff so it can get to the meat of the fish. So eagles have hooked beaks that tear. And the last word that we're going to learn about today is a woodpecker. It looks just like that great spotted woodpecker from the first unit that you guys drew. It says, or sturdy and strong. That's our heading for this page. Woodpeckers. Woodpeckers use their sturdy, pointed beaks to pound, drill, and tear into wood as they search for insects. Those are some very strong words to describe how a woodpecker uses its beak or what a woodpecker does with its beak. Some, such as the acorn woodpecker, chip away holes where they store acorns and seeds. Fortunately, a woodpecker's skull is reinforced with extra thick bone. This keeps the bird from getting brain damage while it's woodpecking away. Now, what types of beaks, as I was reading, what types of beaks do the headings describe? Right. One described sturdy and strong beaks. One described hooked beaks that tear. And another described long beaks that probe. And probe just means kind of like pick at. Okay? Have any of you guys had any experience with any of these birds? One time, I saw a hummingbird outside of my window. I didn't see it. My kids saw it, and I did not believe them. And when I looked up, it was surely a hummingbird flying away. I've heard woodpeckers lots of times, but I have not really seen them. You can hear them tapping on the side of my house early in the morning, waking me up. They're like nature's alarm clock. And eagles, I haven't really seen those much, but I did see a clip of one on Animal Planet before. Can you guys tell me about a time that you may have seen or heard any of these birds? Now today, I want you to think back to our research question. What's our research question? Right. How do birds use their beaks to survive? That's what we're researching. That's what we want to know. That's what this chart is for. So, the type of information that we need again today, I need you to describe the beak. Tell me what the beak looks like, okay? Then, tell me, how does this beak help the bird survive? What is this beak doing for the bird? What does the hummingbird's beak do? What does the eagle's beak do? What does the woodpecker's beak do for it to help it survive? You're going to help me fill in my chart, and today I'll allow you to pick either bird. You do not have to do all three. You can pick just the hummingbird, just the eagle, or just the woodpecker. Or maybe 2 out of 3. Not all 3 though. You can pick 2 out of 3. And then you're going to fill in these parts of the chart for me for 2 birds. Then I have a special assignment for you today. We have another bird's research notebook that I know you guys don't have at home, but I have mine here, and today I'm going to post a picture of a hummingbird. I want you to try to draw a hummingbird's beak. Now, we know Miss Carter is not an artist, but I didn't want you guys to think I was asking you to do something that I would not do. So I took my time and I did my best detailed drawing of a hummingbird's beak. I made sure to think back to what I learned about a hummingbird in the text, and that its beak is curved and sharp and pointy. So I made sure that my beak was curved and pointy at the end because it says that a hummingbird needs to get down into the flower to get the nectar. You guys are going to have this same page I'll post for you, and you can just draw me a hummingbird's beak. If you like, you can try to draw the entire bird, but you do not have to. I can't wait to see what you do. I know all of your work will be great, and you guys are going to help me complete this chart. I can't wait to see it. I'll see you guys soon at math. Bye.